Off the coast of Oregon, there's a man on the back of that troubled yacht. And here comes a huge wave. The U.S. Coast Guard Pacific Northwest recorded this video. The Coast Guard team was doing a training mission at the mouth of the Columbia River when they received a Mayday broadcast from the yacht. Conditions were too rough to attempt a boat-to-boat rescue, so the Coast Guard aircrew decided to lower a rescue swimmer and have the yacht man enter the water to be saved. But before the guy on the yacht could jump, a wave swept in and capsized the vessel. Still, the rescue swimmer safely recovered the individual. The crew then took the man to a Coast Guard base where he received medical treatment. From the Coast Guard base, the rescued man named Jericho Labonte was taken to a local hospital and soon released. A few hours later, authorities saw Labonte's photograph from the rescue and realized he was a wanted fugitive from British Columbia who was connected to several criminal cases in Canada. And a few days before the Coast Guard rescue, police in Astoria, Oregon, received a report that Labonte had left a dead fish on the porch of the so-called Goonies house, featured in the 1985 Steven Spielberg movie, The Goonies. Here's a surveillance photo from the house. Police had been alerted to Labonte because of a post he made on social media of himself leaving the fish, yelling the signature line from the movie, "Hey, you guys," and then dancing around the property. As police were searching for Labonte, the Coast Guard then got the call about a rescue needed about 6 miles from the mouth of the Columbia River. The river is the largest in North America, flowing into the Pacific, and the area is known as the graveyard of the Pacific for the notoriously rough seas. Well, soon after the Coast Guard did their amazing rescue, the actual owner of that yacht involved reported that his vessel had been stolen. Authorities put everything together and began a search for Labonte. They eventually found him at an Oregon warming station where he was staying under an assumed name. Mr. Labonte was arrested on charges of theft, endangering another person, unauthorized use of a vehicle, and criminal mischief. In Canada, authorities say he faces charges including mischief, criminal harassment, and failure to comply. Adding to the weirdness of all of this, police say Labonte began his visit in Astoria, Oregon by booking a strange fishing trip. He allegedly had a mariner take him 30 miles from the coast, asked to where a captain sat, and inquired as to whether Labonte could join a commercial crabbers fleet. Then, when Labonte caught one fish, a 27-inch lingcod, he told the mariner to take him back to shore. The mariner said it was the first time anybody had ever gotten just one fish and wanted to then end their trip. But apparently, Labonte needed only that one fish to prank the Goonies house. Anyway, the local police say it was a strange 48 hours. The Coast Guard says that they are relieved that nobody was hurt in the rescue, and they point out that whether you are a fugitive or not, if you ever find yourself stranded on a yacht and a rescue swimmer approaches, you should jump towards that swimmer before any giant waves sweep in. Lessons learned. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.